Hello and welcome back to the channel. So now those of you who follow my channel would recall that a couple of videos ago I queried a Dele Momodu tweet where he had tweeted that Atiku Abubakar should phone President Buhari and concede the elections. So I queried that because we all saw what transpired during that election, the first thumb printing, the heavily militarized elections, the ballot snatching, the burning down of electoral booths, etc. We all saw what happened. So why would then, off the back of that, would Atiku Abubakar concede an election that was so glaringly rigged? I queried why he would choose to do that. So now, as though he has watched my video, and I'm sure he must have, Atiku Abubakar has now come out today to state that he is rejecting the results of that election and is stating the reasons why. So I will let you hear him state the reasons in his own voice, and then we'll come back.
Dear citizens of Nigeria, let me start by thanking you all for choosing democracy as the settled system of government for our great nation. As you all know, democracy is a government of the people and by the people. Only when the people's choice prevails. That did not happen on Saturday, February 23, 2019. On election day, we saw the implementation of grand theft of the people's will. I am not one for hyperbole, so I will just let the facts speak for themselves. In Akwa Ibom, for instance, the results showed a statistical impossibility of a 62% drop in voter numbers from the 2015 elections, even where voter registration and PVC collection rates were much higher than in 2015. This is where voter separation took place. And you must recall our party made this observation and complaint before the elections, that there were plans to implement voter separation on PDP or opposition strongholds and voter increase in APC strongholds. This pattern was repeated in strongholds of the People's Democratic Party, including in states like Delta, Rivers, Abia, and Benue states. As this was occurring, we saw another statistical impossibility where voter turnout and numbers increased astronomically in Borno State by an almost miraculous 82% in the midst of insecurity. 82% in Borno State increase. This pattern was also repeated in other strongholds of the All Progressive Congress states. One begins to ask if insecurity is conducive to higher voter turnouts and security is antithetical to high voter turnout. It is further curious that the People's Democratic Party's margin of victory in states outside the Southeast and South-South were extremely slim across board. That again is a statistical impossibility. The fact is that when you calmly look at the numbers declared by the Independent National Electoral Commission as the February 23, 2019 elections, they do not add up at all. Let me say that I am not speaking as a member of the People's Democratic Party. I am speaking as a Nigerian when I say that the electoral fraud perpetrated by the Buhari administration this past Saturday cannot produce a government of the people for the simple reason that it does not reflect the will of the Nigerian people. My dear Nigerians, it is for this reason that I, Atiku Abubakar, reject the results declared by the Independent National Electoral Commission. Declare Muhammadu Buhari as duly returned by the majority of lawful votes. I am conferring with not just my party, but also with the Nigerian people on next steps, which will be revealed to the public shortly. For my fellow Nigerians who feel angry, disillusioned, and let down by the process, I appeal to you to remain calm and steadfast. Rome was not built in a day. We have the real figures. We have the real figures. We have the facts that were spoken so loudly on Saturday, February 23, 2019. As I have always said, this year is my 3 decades in Nigeria's struggle for democracy. But this is the worst election in those 30 years. And I told that to General Abdul Salam 2 nights ago when he called me. I said, not even the military has conducted such a worst election. This is a long journey, but I'm confident of victory. All hope is not lost. Stay strong. Stay strong. By the grace of God, we shall triumph. And to the international investors and friends of Nigeria now pulling out of our country, can you imagine only yesterday by that May announcement, the stock market lost 85 billion. I urge you to be patient and keep faith with the Nigerian people. Your quarrel is not with the Nigerian people. Your quarrel is with those who stole their mandate.
So there you had Atiku Abubakar stating in his own words why he is rejecting the results of the just concluded presidential elections. So you had in some states which were PDP strongholds, elections falling by about over 60%, with the voters turnout showing less than 60%, even though the registered voters had increased by a significant number. So the voter number that turned out in some of these eastern states were down by about 60%, but actually that's 60% from 2015, by the way. So the voter turnouts were down by about 60%, but actually more people had actually registered since 2015. So really the figures don't match up. You had more people registered, you had a key election that was a deciding election, you had everybody all hyped up and all revved up to participate in this election, and then you are saying that the numbers of the people that voted in a lot of these eastern states, I think Abia was one, I think Bayelsa was another, but certainly in PDP strongholds. So a lot of the people that turned out were 60%, over 60% less than the people that turned out in 2015. But then in Borno State, which is the heartland of Boko Haram and terrorism, the voter turnouts were over 80%. So you can see really, I mean, you'd have to be a complete idiot to concede to this sort of thing. And I stated earlier, and if you think I'm lying, I'm going to put a link to that video so you can go see that stated this prior to Atiku making this comment. So I stated earlier that Atiku would have to be a fool to ever accept the results of this election, because it would be unpatriotic of him to do that. He should forever reject the results of this election, because we cannot have this sort of election being the template for the Nigerian state. So an absolute and utter rejection of these results, a complete wipe off of it as a result, a complete rejection of it as a result. That is the stance that Atiku Abubakar should take, and they should stand by that stance. It's an Abiola moment for him. So we have another Abiola moment on our hands now. So he's now on a rescue mission to save the Nigerian state from this Buhari entity and the cabals. So if nothing else, if he's not able to do anything else, we all know that they've already prepared the court to give them the verdict. That is Buhari, I'm saying. He's already prepared the court to give him the verdict that he needs. So there's really no stopping him. But an outright and a forever rejection of this result should be a position that Atiku Abubakar adopts, if only really for a service to the state, because it needs to do that. Nigerians need that we cannot have this sort of goings on in our country. So you've heard my words, you've heard Atiku Abubakar's words, and I will put a link to my video prior so you can go see that I had already predicted this. Now, what say you? Let's have the conversation in the comment section. But before we go to the comment section, please remember to click on the subscribe button. We need that for the YouTube algorithm so that we can grow the channel and have more people joining in our conversation. So click the subscribe. Meet me in the comment section. So I'll leave you here, meet you in comments, and I'll say peace.